r/rules horror. Posted by u/jahorrible26. The fourth knock. Have you ever wanted to go back in time to relive an experience? To experience something for the first time again? Maybe you want to see how something would have played out if you did things different? Well, you can, at least for a moment. I wouldn't recommend the attempt though. However, if you have an iron will, along with a lot of luck, and I mean leprechaun running around with a horseshoe and rabbit's foot levels of luck, you might just have a chance. First, you'll need a select number of items. A watch or clock, a bottle of black ink, and most important, the memory you'd wish to relive. Use a photo of the moment if you have one, if not, write it down on a slip of paper. It doesn't need to be anything personal. Hell, you could do this if you just want to experience the end of your favorite show for the first time again, although I really hope none of you are that stupid. Trust me, being able to re-experience the ending of Breaking Bad isn't worth the risks. Now, before I continue, I must once again strongly discourage you from trying. It's very easy to slip up, and the repercussions for doing so can be extremely severe. To start, you'd need to be in a building with at least 4 doors. I'd suggest a house, so you might start somewhere comfortable and familiar to you in case things don't go as planned. The type of door isn't specific. Closet doors, attic doors, as long as it's not transparent, the door doesn't matter, except for the last door you'll be opening, which needs to be exit of the building. The building must be empty aside from the people participating. There can be more than one as long as you all wish to experience the same memory that you've all shared. More players doesn't mean you need to double the things you bring. Once all of that is prepared, you may start painting a circle, a cross, and an X onto the first 3 doors with the ink, leaving the exit door blank. The ritual won't begin till midnight, but you may draw the symbols in advance, which I suggest, cause then it'll give you time to back out if wanted. Start in whatever room you had drawn the circle on. At some time between 12 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. if nothing happens, erase the circle, hide all items brought with you, lock the door, and no matter what, don't open that door, or close your eyes till sunrise. I'd suggest being prepared for this in advance. Maybe keep a pot of coffee at the ready in your chosen room. Just for the love of God, don't open that door. Even if you hear knocking only a minute after 12:30, cause they aren't late to invite you out and beginning the ritual, they want you to invite them in, and doing so will only end with you and whoever else attempted it in body bags. What's left anyways? They're sloppy eaters. If you do hear a knock within that time frame, slide the photo or letter under the door, wait for a moment or two, then you may open the door and pass through. Once you do so, you will be greeted with excessively long hallway leading to the door marked with the cross, to which you must walk. During this walk you will experience loud bashing against the walls and ceiling, screams of pain or cries for help from all around you. Some of the voices will even sound like family or friends, the sound of heavy footsteps running up from behind you, anything that might cause you to turn your head. Keep your eyes on the door at all times, no matter what, no matter whose voice you hear, keep your eyes on the door. Look away for even a second and you'll look back to see the door has vanished, and you will be trapped in a never-ending hallway. Doomed to walk it for eternity, surrounded by the sounds of screams, not even death willing to free you from it. Once you've reached the door, jiggle the doorknob, and you will receive another knock. Once again, wait a moment, then pass through. Behind this door lays a small cement block room, almost like a cellar. On the other end of the room, the X door, and in front of that door, an old man sitting in a rocking chair. You'll swear you know this man, and have met him plenty of times, but you'll never be able to put your finger on who it is you think you're seeing. This man is what people who make it past him call the gatekeeper. However, he won't be challenging you to a battle of wits but a battle of will. He's not going to be asking you any riddles or testing you. No, he will be berating and belittling you. Every negative thought you've had of yourself will come from his mouth. He will talk about everything you've ever regretted or felt guilty over. He will do everything you've ever found annoying or frustrating in a person. If you've entered this room with more than one person, he will do or say whatever it takes to turn you against each other. You'll have to endure this harassment for 10 minutes, no matter what. Do not give him any response, don't show any hostility, it's what he wants. Keep it all in. If you snap even a little, you will be consumed by rage and anger, reduced to nothing but a wild animal that knows nothing but ripping and tearing. You'll be nothing more than a mindless beast, your only purpose left being to kill this man, along with whoever else might be in the room with you. And while you will most definitely slaughter your friends, that's if they haven't snapped themselves too, he will always come back from the dead to insult you more, locking you in an eternal cycle of slaughtering the man and being harassed by him. If you are able to withstand his harassment, he is the one who will get frustrated, most likely cursing you out as he walks past you and exits through the cross door. The moment he leaves, you will hear a third knock signaling you to pass through the X-marked door. Do so and you'll be treated to the pain room. The floor will be one giant spike trap, barely submerged in water, with live wires hanging from the ceiling to electrify the tiger pit pool. The temperature will constantly fluctuate, 1 second being so hot it feels you're standing in a fire pit, to being so cold you feel every inch of you is being frostbitten. Every few steps you'll receive a headache so bad you'll think your skull's gonna explode. It'll feel like the closer you get your bones shatter more and more. You'll have to cross all that to reach the final door. Don't worry about dying, this room grants you temporary immortality, however you still receive the injuries, and you will very much feel it. It's alright to show your pain, it'd be physically impossible not to walking through all that, but don't ever stop walking. Cry like a bitch if you need to just keep moving forward. Stop for even a couple seconds and the pain will amplify tenfold, causing you to collapse, never able to get back up as you remain in that state of agony till the end of time. If you manage to make it through, you will reach a large, foam, green, platform housing the door. Use this platform as a time to rest. The foam seems to have some kind of healing touch, removing all pain upon contact, and slowly repairing your wounds. After a couple minutes you'll hear the fourth and final walk. Open the door and you'll be met with a bright light. Step through to awake on the days you'd like to relive or interact with. Now you wouldn't be time traveling, so there's no worry about some sort of butterfly effect, it's more akin to the most vivid lucid dream you could possibly have. You also cannot relive more than a week, so don't go thinking you can go live out your literal dream life. After the last day, you'll awake in the room you started the morning after. If what you want to relive something not so personal, for example wanting to experience watching your favorite show for the first time again, you'll simply wake up in the room you started at, having forgot what you've wished to forget, with an immediate, irresistible urge to go and experience it right away. You're welcome to try it more than once, but don't think it'll get easier the more you do it. No, quite the contrary, each time will grow vastly more difficult than the last. Like I said, I don't even recommend doing it once, but if you're able to pull it off, and think you can handle it on a harder difficulty, feel free. If you're wondering what the catch is, there isn't any. You made your way out of the 3 rooms, you passed the test and that's that. You might have the occasional nightmare every so often, but nothing that'll make you lose your mind. So hey, if you think you can handle it, be my guest, but you better damn well pray you have a titanium will, and a 4-leaf clover fused to your heart, cause that's the only way you'll hear that fourth knock.